Magic Monday with Empress Lysa. Today, darling ones, welcome back because we're talking about empaths and eating disorders, and I'm only just ready to talk about this in my life, so here we are. Get ready for me to open my heart and share my personal experience, because many of you know that I struggled with eating disorders for a very long time. There was a plural on eating disorder with that S because there were multiple eating disorders. And one of the big challenges that has happened for me was I wasn't quite ready yet to talk about the whole experience, because we have to complete a circle before we're prepared to really bare our hearts on worldwide platforms like YouTube. I'm now there, and I want to tell you why I got here and why I'm ready to talk about empaths and eating disorders is because I finally bought swimmers that feel amazing. About 2 years ago, I realized that I really wanted to be able to have a wardrobe that truly reflected who I am. No longer trying to make my weight fit a particular style of clothing or size. I wanted to be somebody who clothed my body in a way that reflected my truth and chose to allow whatever size the clothing was to be as it is in order for me to get the perfect fit, which sometimes looks like a 12, 14, 16, 18. I don't care anymore. I want to look good in the body I have and honor it, because many of us have attempted to become something that makes clothing look good. Where do we even pick that up from? Many of you know as empaths, one of the biggest challenges that we have is that we don't even have to deal with our own wounding in this world. We have to deal with our inherited wounding and the wounding that we can sense with everyone around us. And female body shaming is such a huge challenge in the collective shadow that it's inescapable. And whether you struggle with your weight or eating or not, whether you struggle with body image or not, if you are an empath, you are predisposed to these challenges simply because they're so prevalent. So in buying myself swimmers, I have a wetsuit, I have a tankini and brief set, and I have a skirt that's high-waisted and shirred, white, by the way. I've got to tell you all the details, and a rashie. So I've got like 2 pairs of swimmers. I also bought myself, I have to tell you all the details, a wetsuit, and here's why. Last summer, going to the beach with my beautiful children was such a glorious experience, and they're so good at just enjoying where they are without thinking about their body or how it looks or what someone else is going to think. And that was my life as an empath. Tuning into the thoughts and feelings of other people meant that I didn't just have my own judgment. Without anyone even verbalizing their judgment, I could sense and feel it. And that's why it was such a prison for me for so very long. Now I've accepted that I get to be exposed to everyone else's perspectives on my body. I can allow myself to know that that is their perception, that is their judgment, and I free myself to live and love the sacred body that I've been given. One of the big challenges for us as empaths is that eating disorders are a real threat to our peace. And one of the genesis causes behind our eating disorders, underfeeding, overfeeding, binge eating, compulsive overeating, were all eating disorders that I've experienced, is not got to do anything with food, eating, nutrition, health, energy, weight. What we're actually dealing with is a diabolically loaded perception of who we are. I want to bring eating disorders down into the context of identity, because that's when you'll be free. When we can start to understand that eating disorders are a reflection of us augmenting our behavior in order to accommodate the perception or misperception that somebody else has of us, we can actually start to comprehend that the true reason why we're augmenting our food and eating choices in our bodies is to merely fit the perception of somebody else. Things get really exciting and interesting, because then we can free ourselves to respect that who we are is who we are is who we are. And I've been a size 8 up to a size 20, and it's irrelevant information what size I am if I don't feel at home in the truth of my soul. So being able to take 5 minutes to relay that to you has been 20 to 25 year journey, starting to feel overweight from 8, being just a grazer and overindulger, then going to Japan and having my diet severely restricted due to the culture, dropping a few dress sizes, then becoming addicted to losing weight, then becoming very, very thin, then struggling with binge eating, for like a really long time. That was the biggest, most difficult eating disorder for me to move through. And once I realized that it emanated from my unwillingness to own the truth of who I am, that was my point of freedom. So I want to bear my heart. I want you to know that these struggles that you're in are common, and many women are struggling with this. And I want you to know that there is a way through, and that I believe for all empaths to accept and own their truth and their gifts is the way that we can feel at home in our bodies and can dress it beautifully no matter what our size, shape, or proportions. Because the truth is, we're all freaking gorgeous, and I know that, I believe that. If you want to deepen into your truth and rise in purpose, this is the place where we do that. My name is Empress Lysa, and I'm here as a healer and a mentor for gifted business leaders who want to emerge more powerfully in the world and fulfill their sacred function through the vessel of their business so that they can truly make a difference in the world. Please click on and see if you want to join me in my Facebook business group where I give business guidance every week. And definitely check out my books, because if you are struggling with an eating disorder, you will love my first book, Heart Healing, The 13 Principles of Emotional Self-Healing. You can check out the link to access it on Amazon in Kindle or hard copy, wherever you are in the world. Thank you so much for being here. I would love it if this was enjoyable and valuable for you, if you give it a big thumbs up, so that more people can understand that our eating disorders are not about food, nutrition, weight. They are about our fear of the truth of who we are. Thank you for being here. I really love communing and connecting with you all. I value your presence in my life, and I send you all so much love and care. Mwah.